far as I know, there are 3 evergaols, so we will actually work on that. We're gonna only do 2 at the moment, but I'll do the one up there. There's 3, so you have your malefactor's evergaol. You can kind of parkour up here with torrent, and you'll be right there. So we'll go ahead and face him if you haven't. So, you know, my usual tactic of, you know, just punching people or big bonking people really hard works here. He's basically a NPC invader, so treat him as that, and I'll explain his attack patterns. So what he is going to do, we'll let him go through. He's got a mist that does a decent bit of bleeding damage. He's going to use Fire of the Fell God or Flame of the Fell God. Now, he'll use it back to back, but it basically cancels out the other one. You can really just bait these around, bait him into coming to you until that thing disappears and explodes. So when he's a little dodgy, it shouldn't be too bad. But he'll try to spam that a lot, so you just gotta kind of work your way around that. I know that was easy third, but parry him, backstab him, stagger him. He's not just, you know, a big old enemy you can't stagger like some of the evergaol bosses. He's pretty easy. Personally, I think he's pretty easy. I had a little bit of a struggle when I started out. If you're starting out, you might be a little underleveled in this area to take on him, but if you're decent at dealing with PvP aspects, you can deal with a lot of the human-esque opponents as long as you understand that, you know, certain weapons, two-handed, generally bigger weapons like great swords and stuff like that, and colossal weapons, they can't be parried if they're being two-handed. It's funny because I actually don't see a lot of parrying being done. It's usually just offensive. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go do the cuckoos evergaol, and I'll explain that boss as we go. Like I said, with a Dawn, he's a human-esque enemy. He'll be relentless. If you try to heal, he's gonna advance on you, so just be aware of that. Most of these enemies end up aggressive if you try to heal or pop a flask or, you know, use a consumable. So from here at the base of the 4 belfries, we're just gonna head south, and you'll see the evergaol. It'll be pretty plain to see. If you see them worms or them magic stone worms gathering around, that is basically an evergaol is present in that area. I know I might as well, you know, go ahead and go through the other one in this area since it's not taking me too long to get through them. I figured I might as well. I'll edit the video to let everybody know that I'm going to go ahead and do the 3 in the Liurna region. As far as I know, 3 in the Liurna region. So if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a magical troll. So like a royal knight troll. He's going to have the big glint swords and stuff like that. Going for the sword of night and flame. It's going to be a lot similar to that. You can treat it just like a troll enemy, really. And stomp just like a troll. You'll actually do a lot of stomping if you just stay near his feet. You can usually bait the stomps, and if you hit him with some heavy attacks on his leg, he'll tip over. I don't know how vulnerable he is to him personally. I don't usually go that route when it comes to these games. Easy peasy. Again, it might not be that quick if, you know, you're just starting out, but if you come back here and you know these evergaols, you just never tried it, and you're already like advancing into a different region and stuff, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. He didn't even get time to, you know, throw out his little great glint blade phalanx or whatever the royal giants do. Like I said, not too bad. Don't try to parry a troll, guys, okay? I know that I said that that I'm losing my train of thought. I know I only made this 2, but since it's not taking very long to do that, we're actually going to go ahead and do the 3rd one I know of. So we're actually going to head back to where we beat Loretta into the Maria Canner, or Carrion Manor. If you're following, you know that you should know this area and you should know the boss and all that stuff, so you should at least know the layout a little bit. So when we're here, what we're gonna do is head out here. I'm not gonna do the entirety of the Ronnie quest line. I already did her the first time, and the first time I went through, I decided, you know, she's best waifu. Pia might be waifu in a sense, but really she's best waifu. Ronnie is best situation, best waifu ending. Go ahead and travel southeast, like you're basically circling around the manor. You circle back around, you'll come down the hill, eventually you'll come to a site of grace. Go ahead and activate it, do what you want to do. I'm gonna take a look on the map again. So, we need to head out this way a little bit. So remember, come out here from the Loretta boss fight and hug all the way down here. There are going to be those that live in death. You can ignore them. There is a red wolf down there if you want to try and, you know, just fight it for some reason. So this one I don't know too much about. I can't remember what this enemy is going to be, so I'll figure it out when I get in here. We'll do our usual buffs, etc, etc. If you guys are ever interested in setting up something like this and being part of the /strike force, and all that stuff. Honestly, it's just on a high level at this point. So what do we got? Okay, so we basically got a demi-fiend lord. You probably fought one or two of these if you remember when I was going through the Royal Academy. There's one that's fought beside a grave. As you can see, his movesets are pretty easy to read. His attacks are pretty easy to dodge. You can parry him. If he hits you with the gravity, he's going to pull you forward and do some big damage. Get up close, you can stagger him. He's pretty not too difficult. He's not that bad. But yeah. And that takes care of that. Honestly, if you have a decent enough sized weapon or you hit him a couple times, he should stagger and you should be alright. Just remember, I don't think you can bleed spirit enemies, so anytime you fight these guys, you're not going to be able to bleed them. Just remember that. So that's basically the 3 evergaols in Liurna, and it's simple as that. The tactics are pretty simple. Your first one is Adon. He's an NPC enemy, so you should be able to deal with him. The second is the cuckoos, evergaol, and that is the royal troll giant, which is basically a sorcerer troll, but if you hug his feet and bait his stomps, you should be fine. Just watch out because he can throw them in quick succession, so if you want to switch up his legs or something like that in your battle, you can go ahead and do that. And the third one is the Royal Grave Evergaol, and you fight an Alabaster Lord. It's basically a demi-lord. Like I said, if you fought them before, easy to parry, not really quick strikes, does some gravity, tries to pull you in. He does have a grab if he pulls you in, and it'll do some pretty substantial damage, but nothing too serious if you stay calm and level-headed. And that was the 3 evergaols in Liurna. I know that was a little quick, but you know, sometimes it's going to be quicker, sometimes I'm going to go through areas that I don't quite remember, but it's always a learning experience, even if I have gone through, and it's also a learning experience for you guys. You know, you see the mistakes I make, and you know not to do them, and all that stuff. And like I said, I'm basically just tanking through all the content now, and I'm doing this through all videos for you guys. This means a lot to me, and you know, trying to make it up there regardless of what games I play and stream and all that. It's one of my goals, and I know I can only do streams right now, but I want to try and make them the best quality streams I can for you guys, and try to make them sweet, short, and simple, other than like maybe mega threads or mega streams where it's like some extended PvP or something like that. But I'll stop chatting your guys' ears off. I love you, and I hope you are having a beautiful, safe day. I'll see you real soon. I'm probably gonna. I got some more hero graves and stuff to do. We'll go ahead and explore some of the Atlas Plateau more, and at some point I still have a whole of Caelid we can go through. So I'll see you guys real soon.